What is up, everybody? We are back. The rundown, back in the house after a week off. We're here to smash. We're here to crush. What's up, guys? What's up, Anthony? Thanks for being here. She-Hulk, episode 1. I'm excited about this journey. Anthony is it. Everybody in the chat, hop on and let's fight him. And we're going to convince him that this is an awesome show. Anthony, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I've been sick for a week though, so I'm still recovering, but I'm out
Yeah.
and I'm ready to be convinced.
We got this. Look, we've already got people in the chat already. Here to smash. I like that. Yeah, I just thought of that then as well. We're here to smash, in a nice way. What's up?
You can also smash in a nice way, which isn't PG rated though.
That's true. What's up, Off in Studios? He's back in the house. What's going on? We've also got See a Dream in the house. What's up? S Beam brother, what's up, mate? I fixed the mark. The rubbing alcohol worked. S Beam, you're a wizard. You're an absolute wizard, brother, and I appreciate you. I've been going to for tips and tricks with looking after figures. I think you've got a new career on your hands there, S-Beam. Bob Dylan, what's up, brother? Waiting for the pre-order. We'll get this figure for sure. Oh, hell yeah. Which one are you talking about, though, Bob? Because I think there's 2 figures that I want to talk about. And I don't know if anybody else is thinking about it, but I'm definitely thinking about it. Who else we got? Yes, S-Beam. He's like, yes, glad the rubbing alcohol worked. It did work, and I was extremely happy, and I'm super hyped to talk Hulk and She-Hulk today. Everybody, thanks for being here. We've got 10 people in the house already. Anthony had to pull out Gladiator Hulk just to rub it in because I don't have that one either. You bastard. You bastard. But we got our Hulks with us. How nice it would be to have a She-Hulk here with us one day on the table. Unfortunately, not for the show, but maybe for a season 2. You never know. Or a movie even. Who knows? Sia is saying, I was afraid I wasn't going to like it after the CGI was going to be a distraction. Well, we will talk about that, Sia, because Anthony has some thoughts on that, and we want your thoughts on the CGI as well. How you felt about it throughout the show. Because first time I watched it, I was kind of taking everything in. Second time I watched it, I was able to drill in a little bit more and noticed a few other things, a few little Easter eggs. I'm hoping you guys noticed some Easter eggs too, because I was catching quite a few the second time around, which I was quite surprised of. But we've got Butch in the house as well. What's up, Butch? What's going on, brother? Loving your pictures of your Winter Soldiers there, sir, on Insta and Facebook. Either or. Loving it. I get confused with the two. Oh, and Luke Huggy's in the house. What's going on? Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Yes, lawyer show. I love lawyer shows. So, and we didn't even get that really in the first episode, in only small parts. So, interested to see what happens. Well, now the greetings are back. We've been off for a week. We're back. We're back for She-Hulk all the way through. This will take us through till Black Panther, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm pretty sure it will, yeah. I'm sure it'll finish just before then. And Leighton Richards in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Captain America, fuck! What a way to end an episode. What a way to end an episode. That was hilarious. I tell you what, I'm loving her. I really, what a casting choice. Which brings us to our first topic, which will be the lineup. What do we think of the cast? I'm liking this too often. Better Call Jen. I love it. But Leighton, thank you so much, brother. That goes to support the channel. Really appreciate it. You're an absolute legend, and thank you for being here, sir. Tom, what's up, brother? We got him in the house. Oh, loving your profile pic there of Iron Man. Love it. What's going on, guys? I loved episode 1 and thought it was pretty cool. Yes, see? All right, let's do this.
Convince me.
We got to convince Anthony. He was taken aback a little bit, and I'm interested to hearing your initial thoughts, Anthony. So we might as well start with that. Would you like to kick us off, sir? What were your initial thoughts?
Well, initial thoughts after it ended was that I'm going to watch this because it's Marvel content, and I want to see what they bring in and who they bring in and what this will mean for the Marvel Universe. If this was a standalone series, I probably would have skipped it.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah.
Anthony, look at this. That's right off it. He's the villain this time around. Still on his villain arc.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
He's building up, guys. He's building that villainous arc. Soon he's going to hate everything, and he's just going to be. He's going to be one of those
what
guys.
my redemption arc is going to be. I think Black Panther is going to be my redemption arc.
So strap in for the next 9 weeks because he's hating. And then he's going to be like this each episode. That her hair was out of place from the last scene. Didn't like that part. Well, the comics did this, and
there were a couple of cool things I really liked, but there are a couple of things I really hated. So that's
okay, well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Here I was last night thinking that, because I watch it and I take photos, obviously, because that's the low budget effort. How I do things, take photos off the screen. And I'm like, I won't take many slides. It's only 37 minutes. End up taking 20 pics, which is quite a lot.
It is.
To use. It is quite a lot because there were so many things I was like, oh, that's relevant to talk about. That's relevant to talk about, which surprised me because the first time around I wasn't picking up a lot of those things.
Yeah.
So we will dive deep into them. Now, my initial thoughts, I liked it. I liked it more the second time I watched it, which happens to me a lot with a lot of things because the first time I'm just trying to take everything in. Second time I'm relaxing a little bit more, feeling the vibe of the show. For me, off the bat, I really enjoy the vibe. I like her as a main character. I like Smart Hulk, Banner as Hulk, so I'm not coming in, annoyed about him being Smart Hulk still, which I know is annoying for some people, but I don't know. I don't know why I enjoy Smart Hulk. I just do. I think it'd be tough to do stuff like this with a Hulk that can't talk or is just savage all the time because that's always going to put him on a deep, dark route. I think this is a great way to build his character before he maybe goes dark, which is, I think, what's coming in the future for Hulk. I don't know if anybody else is thinking that, but I have been doing some research and I feel like Hulk is going to have, I think people are going to get the Hulk they've been wanting eventually, but just strap in, enjoy the ride. Let's get to know him a bit better before we lose him because that's coming.
I think Mark Ruffalo has been pitching World Breaker Hulk for like 5 years to Kevin Feige.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
it's a battle of attrition. Finally,
yes.
He's going to get it finally. I think
he's going to get it finally
because we got the Scouter. No, not the Scouter.
The plane.
Yeah. So
it's coming. I think it's coming. I think he's only signed a 3 or 5 film deal, and then I think he's done. So I'm thinking we're going to get the Smart Hulk. Something's going to happen. He's going to go skits. I think he's going to bring in Wolverine, and we're going to get that iconic moment down the road because they get the film rights back to Hulk next year, which means they can do a solo Hulk film, which means they can build up to it. They're bringing in mutants in phase 7. Phase 7, I think, or 6 or 7. They'll be.
I think they're bringing them. I think they're bringing them in right now, to be honest. So you might be right about Wolverine, but I think she's bringing in Wolverine and not Hulk.
Which one?
I think
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk is bringing Wolverine. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get there. I don't know. In hindsight, it'd be nice to look back when we do a phase on whether all this actually happens. But let's address the chat before we get into the journey of the show and maybe the cast as well. I know. Look, you've broke Sea Dream's heart. Oh no!
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Damn, Anthony always wears a hat to cover his devil horns.
He's on to me. He's on to me.
I love that. Often as saying CGI.
There's actually no sound of these headphones. I just wear these to cover my ears.
Reads my lips. He reads my lips.
Yeah.
CGI was way better than some word mouth sync stuff. I thought it didn't distract that too much. Yeah,
and for me it did distract, but we'll get to that.
And often's laughing at Lukaku. Leighton, I agreed. Second time was much better. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Leighton. Smug Hulk, John. Yes, I like that. Smug Hulk. Once they see you as a monster. I love that. There was lots of really cool lines that I picked up the second time around that I think he's a lot more traumatized than what people think. after losing Tony and everybody. And you see little glimpses of moments like that of him being
Mhm.
quite sad, and she calls him out on it, hiding away on his little island. Funky Cold Santa's in the house. What's up, mate? Thanks for being
Yo.
here. You're part of the book club now. Unfortunately, you can't leave, so strap in. S Beam saying, I really like the show, not to jump too far ahead, but is the Grandmaster still looking for his champion? I think he could be. Maybe. He did have a scene cut from Thor Love and Thunder. He did film a scene for Thor Love and Thunder. I do know that. So he might come back after Hulk, S Beam. Possibly. DS, what's up, mate? Outside of a few lines made by She-Hulk, show was cool and better than I thought it would be. Even DS likes the show.
Yeah, but those
Anthony.
lines, those lines, they annoyed me more. The CGI and those lines really annoyed me. It took me out of the show.
Anthony, go to your room. Oh, no, wait, you're in your room. Okay. That's what I say to my wife to annoy her. When she's yelling at me, I just say, oh, go to your room.
Go to your room.
Doesn't go down too well. I should add, I really like the show so far. No, don't worry. It's going to be great, Espen. Trust me. All right. So I loved it. Anthony, not as impressed. But did you only watch it once or twice?
I watched it twice. And
okay.
look, one of the gripes I have is with the CGI. And it's not that to say that the CGI is bad, but if you're doing the scenes that you do with this type of series, you really need to be able to actually make contact with their faces. To be honest, it's the same gripe I had. One of the gripes I had as with the Bayverse Transformers. There's no face to connect with, so I'm not connected with any of the Hulk characters. And I think Smart Hulk or Smug Hulk was done better than She-Hulk CGI wise.
Yes, I agree.
But I really need to be able to relate, and if I don't see a face very clearly, it's really disturbing for me. And because I rely a lot on that. And the second time I watched it on a television, which was way further away from the screen. The first time I watched it over here on my monitor, and I have like this 32-inch monitor, and the viewing distance is like half a meter, so you see everything that doesn't fit. So it really looked like a badly subbed animation movie. It's like seeing Shrek, but with less emotion and put inside the real world. So it took me straight out of the series, and that really annoyed me. And then, yeah, it is. And then you have those lines from Tatiana. Look, I love Tatiana Maslany. Tatiana Maslany can have chemistry with a wet paper bag. And that's what she does really well. And that's why she's perfect for this series, because I can imagine that literally she sometimes just has a guy with a stick and a bag on top of it to play off of, and she's really good with that. But that makes the chemistry she has with Mark Ruffalo seem less for me, because she can do it all by herself, and it seems like even when he's there, she still does it by herself, because that's what she can do. That's unique about her. She's really great doing that. But that's why I don't feel the chemistry as much when she's actually acting with someone around. Even though I love her. And then there's the women are better than men message they put in your face all of the time. And it's not the message itself that annoys me, but it's She-Hulk and Jennifer are saying these lines, and I constantly feel like it's the writing crew who want to say these lines instead of the character. I need the character to want to say a line and not the writing crew. If that makes sense.
Interesting.
So if it was like the character who is a very feminist character and has a chip on the shoulder, and that's why she says it, and it makes sense in the story, then I'm totally fine. But this way around, I'm not. Imagine if it was the other way around. We had a male character saying, "Yeah, men are better than women" all the time. That would have been riots. That would have been loud. Right. like this guy saying, "Yeah, but I'm a dude. I'm better than men. I'm better than females," and saying it 3 times in the whole movie.
I
If you
get
want
your
to do a
point, but I
strong,
will
yeah,
hit you back.
yeah.
So,
One last thing: if you want to have a strong female, just have a strong female. That's it. Just don't add
interesting point.
weird lines.
The jabs. Yeah, the jabs. I see what you're saying there. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do have a rebuttal, though, to some
Okay.
of those points, I think.
Yeah.
But let's just address some of these guys. What's up, MB Dyson? Thanks for being in the house, mate. I enjoy it mostly. Her back talk to Bruce got a little annoying, though. So he's touching on what you said there as well. Bayverse is the kryptonite to Anthony. It is. But I think he secretly watches it every now and then, and he loves it. I think so.
Yeah, not so much.
I'll be coloring some bodies, 23 bodies to be green. Lots of ideas running. I love it, Bob. That's a great idea. Man, it'd be interesting to see the style of the body they use. If they, surely they're going to make a figure of it. If they don't make a figure of She-Hulk, I think there will be riots. Now, often saying, "Don't worry, Anthony, World War Hulk" by Michael Bay coming.
I think so. And they will call Green Hulk, they will call Red Hulk, and they will call Red Hulk Green Hulk.
And the, oh man, yeah, okay. She's very talented. She's awesome.
She is.
Yep, that's it, Anthony. It's getting. Hey, no, don't sway. DS, get off the ledge. Listen to my rebuttal first. Get off the ledge. Don't let Anthony sway you. Look, he hasn't been feeling well. He hasn't been feeling his best. He's angry. His wife's probably been beating him up. He's feeling rebellious right now, and he's taking it out on She-Hulk. How dare you? Anthony's getting cancelled. He's straight up getting cancelled. That's hilarious. I got your back, and then if they try to cancel you.
Thanks, man. Show me on the barricade.
Wait, this one. I love this one. Anthony, sun's getting real low.
Oh, dude, that's the best one.
Sun's getting real low, Anthony. Settle down. All this Hulk is bringing it out of us, okay? Look, okay, in regards to her back talking, I think that's establishing who she is. I think if we knew her a little bit longer in the show, you might see that's who she is. But I generally type to think people that are lawyers are pretty outspoken, confident, competitive type people. I think you need to be in that type of industry to do that profession. So I can get that being a personality trait of someone who's a lawyer. And they kind of set that up a little bit. Could have done a better job, but also in restraints of time, it pretty much kicks straight into, as we get into the slides, you'll see there's only a couple, and then she's She-Hulk, and it's off and running. I think it was a very quick origin story for her.
Yeah.
So they did squeeze a lot in, but I think as you'll see, I'm assuming that'll be her personality as we go along. So we'll see. But in regards to women being better than men part, if you'll notice throughout the show, like when they throw the rock, for instance, he ends up throwing it further than her, showing that he's still stronger. You know what I mean? Like, and then when she comes at him, he holds her back like this with his hand, and she's running at him like that. And that just shows you, like, he's just toying with her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I still think they're showing that he's stronger. But
that's not a problem. It's the problem of her saying constantly, "I'm a woman and I'm better. I can control my anger better because I do it a lot more," which I don't think is true, to be honest. Because there's a lot more consequences to men being angry in society. And then saying, "Yeah, I can heal, so I'm just better at it. I'm better at it. I'm better at it." It's too much, dude. Just stop it. Stop it.
Sun's getting real. That's our new catchphrase. I swear to God, that's our new catchphrase.
That's a good one.
That's gonna be a good one. Often Studios, you win the internet.
Yeah, I love that.
Leighton's saying She-Hulk ends with Linkin Park. What have I done? Let's go Marvel, baby.
Yeah.
That's an okay song. Hey. How dare you? Anthony with a super chat. This one's for you, often. Thanks, brother. Bloody hell. You didn't need to do that. That's hilarious. What are you super chatting on our show for? Yeah, stop it. Stop it. The Hulk figure looks awesome. He does. Is absolute. Look, I have to say, everybody, Anthony sent this figure to me. He's an absolute. This is how much of a nice guy he is. He sent me this figure because he knew I was wanting a Hulk. I went to get a Hulk locally, and I walked into the store. If it had been there forever, and when I decided to go for it, they sold out. So Anthony sent one over from his toy shop in the Netherlands there. So if anybody wants to, and he's going to have his own
Toy
toy store
shop.
soon. Yeah, he's going to have his. He calls it a storage unit. I call it like a. I don't know, it's like a grail, holy grail place where I need to go and find all the toys just hidden away.
Yeah, to be honest, it was supposed to be just old newspapers in a Hulk Hot Toys box, but by accident I just put an accident.
Accidentally
Hulk
put
in it.
Hulk in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm very, and it was perfect. Like we didn't even plan it for this, but what timing was it to get it here? I thought about it the other day. I'm like, oh, that almost looks like we set up the timing, but not
Oh, yeah,
really.
true.
Like I didn't plan to have it for the show.
No,
It just
no.
that was great time. That was just great timing.
Yeah.
And a video will be coming soon. That is for sure. Bob, I'm with you. So I'm sort of tempted to get Professor Hulk now. What price would you buy him at?
I don't know,
Good
but you can
question.
buy him from me because he's collecting dust.
Hey, well, hear this out. I'm thinking, I want Professor Hulk. Hang on, I'm going to go the slide like this, guys. I'm skipping ahead here. I want this look. Boom. Or with a jacket. Or with a or like with a sweater. I think Professor Hulk with a sweater so you can't see those silly pajamas would look awesome. They got me too, DS. They got me. They got me, brother. I'm in too deep. MB Dyson 829 says, Bob Dylan, I checked on the Smart Hulk price on Sideshow yesterday, but way more expensive than I thought. Yeah, you could find him cheaper elsewhere. Get this. There's an Australian website that's selling Smart Hulk for 400 AUD, which is really cheap, but only to international customers. I'm like, get the out of here. You're an Australian company selling a discounted figure, but only to international customers. What are you doing? If I had a bigger reach, I would. No, I wouldn't. I'm not going to cry online about it because I'm not one of those guys who does that. But man, that's just silly. I would do the white tank top look for sure. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't think you can though because the rubber is all on top of the arms. I don't know if it comes off. I don't know what's underneath it when it comes off, and it goes through to the hands. So
I'd be okay though with a sweater, with a long sleeve sweater.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Like you had in the restaurant and like you had on now.
Yes. Yeah. I think that's a good look. If you could not die on the show, that would be appreciated.
Yeah, I'm trying to, man. Just call 911 when you don't see me anymore.
You could find a quarter scale clothing that would fit. That's a good idea. If we can find because Anthony says someone has done it for Smart Hulk from the Avengers. If I could find that outfit, I could definitely have that version of him. Because I like this version of Hulk because I have a feeling he's going to go back to the other Hulk and then he'll be gone forever. So I'm just enjoying the Hulk we're getting now while we can before he goes skips. There's some often saying there's definitely some jabs, but I just didn't take it too seriously. Yeah, but let's get into it.
But it makes me not take the writing too seriously because of it. That's the annoying part.
See, the thing is, I didn't pick up on any of that. I didn't really like when she's having the speech about having to control her temper because she gets put down by men. I mean, that's a pretty real thing. That happens in real life. Like, I could see that. That definitely happens. Like,
to be honest, she ends with, "I would literally be killed." There's this. I saw this YouTube guy. There's these YouTube guys who literally go into the hood and make fake gang stuff on people and threaten guys and saying it's a prank. And the guys get jumped doing it. There's a female just staring at people like a weird doll, and all the gangsters just run away from her. The chance of a guy getting hit or murdered are a lot higher than a female actually getting murdered. And females they can just punch people and get away with it. If I slap someone, I go back to jail.
Back to jail? What? Did anybody else just catch that? Back to jail? For a second time?
Yeah.
Anthony, this villainous arc is starting to escalate. What is going on? Have we got a dark past here? That's why he's got the hat on, guys. He's on the run from the law.
This is my free 8 months of this.
Yeah, see, Bob's got it. Wait, back to Joe. I'll come back to Riley. What's up, Riley? This is the longest intro to a show ever, but we will get there.
Initial thoughts.
Initial thoughts. What's up, Riley? Reviews in the house. Popping in to say, what's up, guys? That's a lot of Hulk on screen. Let's go. Hope you both are doing well. What's up, chat? Thanks for being here, Riley. A jumper for Smart Hulk would be cool. Definitely. White tank top drinking at the bar with Tony. I know that scene. We will get there. I kept that. Villainous art confirmed. He's definitely gone villainous. That's for sure. Anthony equals Scotty.
Justice for Scotty.
I knew it was.
And
Justice for Waleed too. I'm going to get on this wall, hashtag all our hashtags, like hashtag justice for Waleed, justice for Scotty, as we continue. I'm just going to get them on each time one comes up. Like a remembrance wall for all the fallen heroes. DS is saying, even the whole scene at the bar when she first hulked out seems out of place. It's like they threw it in for her to have her female moment and then beat the men up. I think that was a throwback to the original Hulk show on that DS, I think.
Yeah, but it did.
When he would wake up in the woods. Yeah.
Yeah. And they even made it so like every race was in on it. First you see a black guy talking to her, and then you see the white trash guys talking to her.
Why is he got to be white trash?
It was so cringe, man.
It just be really a white guy.
Cringe. So those parts of the show really took me out of it. Look, if there was a guy saying I'm better than you all the time, even if it wasn't men versus female, female versus men, it would have only worked if there was like a clapback on that. If he would be set in his place the second or the third episode. I don't think they're going to do it here, and it's totally fine. So that
I don't know.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's see if it continues that way. Because honestly, for me, it's interesting how different people perceive it. I didn't really take in any of that. I was too busy, just loving Hulk.
You were too busy just wearing that cool jacket you're having.
Yeah, what? This is not bad, right? It was advertised as $100. I went up to buy it, and they only charged me $49. So I'm like, hell yeah, thanks, guys.
Cool.
Yeah. What? Equal Rainbow Coalition Toxic Masculinity.
Yeah, I need to super chat DS as well.
All right, let's kick into it then, because I'm sure it's going to spark some controversy and topics as we go on.
Yeah,
We're going to go from initial thoughts. Lineup, we kind of touched on that. She's great. I think she's great. I love Mark Ruffalo. He is Hulk for me now, definitively. And there wasn't really many other people other than a couple of her friends and things like that, and Titania at the end. But we'll touch on that as we go through. And then we've got
but on Tatiana Maslany, she can do like comedic stuff. She has like comedic delivery. So she's perfect to do the fourth wall breaking. And like I said, she can have chemistry with nothing in the room, chemistry with just a green screen. So that's why she's also perfect to do like fourth wall breaking and to do She-Hulk versus Hulk.
Definitely. Well, let's do it. Slide one, the start of the show. When she talks, I mean, she looks fantastic there too. I love her hair. She's got crazy hair. Crazy hair in general. As a man with no hair, I appreciate her hair. What do you think about the start? So we start off, she breaks the fourth wall pretty much straight away. I actually think it's pretty ingenious that they condensed the origin story into, I think this episode was pivotal in the fact that they condensed the origin story by using the fourth wall breaking for her to tell us, the audience, how it all happened, to get us up to speed for the lawyer show as she does. And I think that's very Ally McBeal-esque, Deadpool-ish. You know, first of all, how do you guys feel about her talking to the audience, being that, because like her talking to the audience with Hulk around kind of changes everything, because we're used to looking at all these Avengers characters as we're not seeing them do that. But now we're seeing them be involved in someone talking to the audience, which brings us into that world. I don't know. It's interesting take, but I like how they set it up with her talking to the audience here to initiate the quick sped up origin story just to get the ball moving. Otherwise, the whole series could have been an origin story, if that makes sense. I mean, what did you think about it? Are you happy with the fourth wall breaking? What do you think about it?
Yeah, so it's a bit. This is not what she. This is after her speech, right?
After she does her lawyer
Yeah.
speech, yeah.
So,
Right
She-Hulk was originally the first character that did the fourth wall breaking, so it's
mm-hmm,
really in line with her doing this.
mm-hmm,
Like I said, she, as an actress, Tatiana Maslany is perfect to do it, and I really like it because the whole series is set up like an Ally McBeal lawyer series, and she wants
mm-hmm,
it to be a lawyer series. So that's the cool part. Her motivation in this series is straight
mm-hmm.
and continuous. So I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I like that they're setting it up as a low show. Again, Marvel with their themes. They do very
Yeah.
theme-oriented shows, and this is very theme-esque. I think it's a great building block to set for a series. Okay, what's the theme of the show, and then build off that, and then bring it into the Marvel world. I think that's what they do better than anybody, because they can have all these different genres, all these different feels to the shows. Like Miss Marvel was a very different feel to what this is already,
Yeah.
but still
True.
very warming for me. I love that warm feeling. I'll just quickly address some of these chats. I've never finished Orphan Black, but she was fantastic in it. I actually never saw it.
Yeah, I
It's a
never
show
finished the last season, but that's when I got to see her first and got to love her because she did so many characters and she did them all so well. And yeah, she's a great actress.
yeah.
And I don't think there are a lot of very good actors and actresses. Just good, but not great. I can't say she's great, but very good. So that means that you kind of see her own character bleed through, and I think she's a nice person on top of that.
Yeah, she's very she's like got that cute feel to her. She's very cute, but very like pocket rocket-ish as well.
Yeah,
I quite like that.
yeah. That's a good one. Pocket rocket.
She's a pocket rocket. But that's where I get that, like, she would be that competitive type,
Yeah.
like, I can beat you, I'm tough, type of attitude. Bob Dylan, her and Hulk doing the rapid eye glances toward the audience was the best scene. Yeah, I did
That
like
was a
that. I
great
did
one.
get a picture of that too, actually.
It was a great one. And the punch into the ravine was also a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. She can talk to me all night long, very ASMR. Okay, so quick sidetrack, Bob Dylan. My wife Lani and my daughter Mila have been watching these ASMR videos, mukbang videos of this woman who just cooks and eats Korean barbecue with very loud chewing noises, which is just insane to me. And I wasn't really into ASMR until they started watching that, so I get that reference now. But these people, this woman's got like millions of views per video of her just eating food.
Why though?
Because she's getting millions of views. Like, I'm talking.
Why? What's the?
So it's like it's the sound of her eating. Someone back me up in the chat. All she does is chews like that
Dude, just
into
eat.
the microphone.
Just go eat.
But she's literally got a YouTube channel where she just eats and cooks and eats, and people watch it, and she's making millions
That sounds so
of
fetishy,
views.
man.
It is. It's crazy. Bob knows what I'm talking about. Pretty amazing for the first
Bob knows.
I've seen this technique on other types of shows. It was okay, says Sia Dream. But she was very convincing, engaging. She is.
Yeah.
Great casting choice.
Yeah,
the casting couldn't be better.
agreed.
Couldn't be better. She's likable, but not crazy attractive, where it distracts from the narrative. But her personality, I think, is what makes her more attractive as well. Whoa, Pocket Rocket had a very
Bob
different
didn't set
meaning
a
in the
very high
States.
standard there. Yeah, it does. I can imagine.
Oh, it does?
Pocket
Oh,
rocket.
okay. Pocket Rocket over here in Australia means like they're fiery, they're feisty. Is a word we use. On top. What? Wait, I'm forgetting. On top.
She did it. She did it while doing the. They called it dialectical behavioral therapy, which it wasn't. But to be honest, it was just meditation and mindfulness. And then she did that. Hold your fart. Hold up.
Oh, yes, that's it. True. She's a great character. Lukagi. Yes, she is. Very cool. Anthony discovering ASMR is the start of his redemption. By the end of the week, you're going to be watching people eat like this.
Yeah, first before my redemption arc, I need to have something to overcome. So I think my ASMR addiction is the thing I need to overcome. And after that, I have my redemption arc.
We should do a rundown of ASMR videos of just watching people chew things.
So we're at 11 seconds 15 now, as she puts some fruit into him.
Yeah. And
How
this
do you
chick,
feel
right?
about that?
The speed and the amount that she eats, and she drinks alcohol. What she drinks, she'll go through like 3 or 4 bottles or cans of beer in 10 minutes while she's eating, bro. I'm talking like she's taken 3 times the amount of food that we would eat in a meal,
John,
and just
I'm
it's
concerned
crazy.
for you. I'm really concerned
Yeah.
for you.
Well, you can blame Lani because her and Mila got me freaking addicted. Like they like to watch it before bed. So I'm sitting in bed listening to. I'm like, what am I? What is my life? What is going on?
Dude, send me the help back. Okay, I can help me in a house with
No.
ASMR food eating videos.
He protects me. He protects me. I'm Bob Dylan with the super chat. Thanks a lot, brother. Miniature cooking, also fantastic.
Thanks,
It's
man.
fun six
Thanks, man.
cooking. Thank you so much. You are an absolute legend. It is very much appreciated. Renz Tolentino, what's up? He's in the house. I was worried there. Where were you, Renz? I was getting worried, mate. Just as well.
Oh,
You
Alpha
show up
Studios
late
is
next
going
time.
for a second, for a second super chat.
Get the channel. Whoa, great. Yeah. What are you doing? Hashtag release the John TikTok ASMR cut. Bloody hell, often.
And he can eat
That
and
can go
release
on the
some
wall.
bars at the same time.
I could try to rap while chewing. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
That's a new ASMR. That could be a new thing. There you go. People watch that.
Yeah.
More people watch people eat than watch us talk. There you go. There's that. I couldn't watch that before bed. I'd get hungry again. Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it does actually. Sometimes I have gotten hungry, and it's quite
Huh?
alarming. Yeah, when I'm watching it because she's cooking all this food and stuff. It's crazy. All right, let's get on to the next slide. I think She-Hulk's. It's got a lot of talking points. We're in trouble. This is the AM track stream because it's off the rails. It is off the rails, Bob. Sorry. To the next one. So they've established the fourth wall in the first couple minutes. We're into the car. I took this picture because I like how they explain how he's human again, using that to. And this scene between them, I thought they had great chemistry in the car. I thought, and the whole talking about Steve Rogers, just very like you don't expect that. It just adds to the vibe of they're just family having a conversation, right? It's just very cool. Something that people in real life would probably talk about, and something that we've all thought of. I thought of when watching the films. I'm like, when's Steve going to hook up with a chick? Like, what did you think of this whole scene, Anthony?
Yeah, like I said, I was watching this. I was thinking, if Mark Ruffalo wouldn't have been there, she could have delivered the exact same performance, because that's what I think she's really good at. So, so the chemistry was off the chart for me. But I like the scene, no problem.
I thought they went well together. And often saying Shang-Chi plot hole fixed, that it was. So I thought that was a good way of explaining it, and also lets us know that this in the timeline still seems to be after Shang-Chi, I think. But I guess we'll learn that more as the show goes on.
Yeah.
Then the Sakaar plane shows up.
Yeah, I did not expect that.
That was cool. That was cool. Good throwback to Ragnarok. Well, that was on. We watched that again last night, actually, just because I'm in Hulk zone right now. So watch some. I'm in Hulk zone right now. Watching Ragnarok, seeing that ship again, I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. So something's going to happen there. Now, do you think we'll see Hulk more coming up, or do you think we'll see him later dealing with whatever's going on with this ship? Because
I think we'll see him less.
That wasn't answered.
Yeah, I think we'll see him less because if you look at the credits, you see special guest star Mark Ruffalo. So, so he isn't a cast member or a steady cast member in that sense.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be back much. I think eventually we'll see something to do with him and this ship, maybe as end credits, or who knows? They might do another episode on it. But
yeah.
Sakaar crash. Sakaar crash. You guys are on fire tonight. Today,
what's that?
This
Sakaar
morning,
crash.
Wherever we are. Sakaar crash. Oh, that's good. I like that. Speaking of the crash, boom, this is how she gets it. I was
Yeah.
okay with this. I was okay
Yeah, me
with
too.
this rather
Me too.
than the comic origin. I think it was nice and quick. It ties them together more so, their blood mixing. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
Because this whole scene where she ends up going and then waking up in the woods, I thought was very throwbackish to the old Hulk TV show. Because I've seen the old Hulk TV show. It plays on TV over here on our free to air channels, like just through the day sometimes, and it'll be on. Being that I work in a gym, we have TVs.
Which
around,
old one? The Lou Ferrigno one?
Yeah,
Whoa.
like that plays on TV over here. Yeah,
Cool.
it just plays on like through the middle of the day though for the housewives or whoever's at home in the middle of the day. Because they just do that with old shows. But that reminded me.
Look, and I'm getting cancelled. John's saying Housewives, and
Hey,
I'm the one getting cancelled.
You're the villain. I'll put
Yeah.
out an apology piece. Sorry for anybody. I'll be a stay-at-home. I'm happy to do that. I'll film more videos. No dramas. Bob's having a laugh. This is the worst way anyone has delivered a message.
I think you got the message. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there was a throwaway line about Hulk investigating the Sakaar ship. Yeah, there was. He's going to look more into that. It should probably be what he's doing now that she's
Yeah,
left.
he says, I think they're trying to deliver a message. So
yeah. And, she says in this episode, this is going to be a lawyer show. So I'm going to believe her, and I'm not going to get upset if we don't see Hulk back until later on, because she's already addressed it. This is a lawyer show. And
well,
it's
she
going to be
addressed
totally her journey.
that she wants it to be a lawyer show.
Yeah, whether she gets that or not, I guess. But then she ends up waking up here, right? And I took this one because of the QR code. Boom, we got a QR code in there.
Dude, I didn't see that.
And
I did not see that.
That's in the bar that she goes into, and that leads you to this comic.
Oh,
Boom.
That's cool.
The She-Hulk comic. I did my due diligence this time. So
Dude, I think I started out looking out for the QR code again, but I just gave up on it, I guess.
Yeah, so it's right there, right before she goes into the bar.
Cool.
And just this scene alone, there was a lot of little Easter eggs. So it takes you to that comic there. In here, when these chicks come in, look on the wall here. That's a Miss Marvel
I did
sign.
not see that either. And a Spiderman symbol.
Yeah, Slushy's in the house.
Cool.
So there's lots of little Easter eggs all throughout the show. Now, where's the Spiderman symbol? I don't see that.
Above the Miss Marvel symbol.
Oh, shit. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's funny how you noticed that one straight away. I've looked at this a few times and didn't notice it. But I noticed the Miss Marvel. And Slushies, says often. Yeah, Slushies in the house. So I wonder so this is obviously also after Miss Marvel, but
yeah.
Okay. Nobody knows about Miss Marvel that much for it to be drawn on a wall. So I'm wondering what's going to be.
So where is this?
Anything going on there?
Where is this again?
This is in the bar when she wakes up in the woods.
Yeah, I know, but which city
stumbles
is that?
into the bar. Does anybody know in the chat what city that they're in? I actually don't know what city they're in.
What's written beneath it?
I think it says Iman. I think it says, is that her name? Or Isman?
No, because there's something between the I and the M.
Yeah. Interesting. I'll have to look more into that. LA. It's in LA. There you go.
LA? Okay, cool.
Cleanest public bathroom. Thanks, Tom. Coming through with the goods. Tom and Often. Thanks, brothers. Yeah, LA. So I thought that was pretty cool. Nice little Easter eggs in there.
Yeah.
So she obviously goes out. They have the scene that you didn't like. I didn't take any pictures of that. I did like how she hulked up, though. I think her transformation is pretty cool. It's the first time you see her face.
After that scene, in that scene, the ending, when she, after she hulked out, I would have loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when DJ Jesse Jeff gets thrown out of the house. That kind of scene. Then it would have been funny for me, like that. Ah!
Yeah, throwing the guys around.
Yeah,
that's funny. And then Hulk took her out. Now, waking up on the island. I took this picture here because there's lots of little Easter eggs in this house too. I'm sure there is. I just need to look for it more. But the Age of Ultron helmet. I actually have that helmet that came with the Iron Man Mark 43.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I like that he's kept that. Just little touches like this. I like that he's kept that as a reminder of Ultron and everything that happened there, and what him and Tony created when they were doing that, which is really, really cool. Lots of throwbacks to Tony. Still, every time they talk about Tony, it breaks my heart just a little bit more.
Yeah, I
The
love
impact that
that
he had.
you, through their dialogue and this house, you get to fantasize about the relationship between Bruce
Yeah.
and Tony. Because who
Yes.
else? Who else would Tony buddy with? I mean,
Yeah.
Cap, he's like a grunt.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkeye is like a grunt.
Yeah.
He's not a tactician. Shuri's in Wakanda. Rocket is off in the galaxy. So Bruce
Mm-hmm.
Banner and Tony are the only ones who are as much tacticians and geniuses as they are grunts
Yeah.
doing the field work. So it would make sense that they buddy up and talk about theories all night long and
Mm-hmm.
well, do this. And this is the first
Yeah.
time that I actually got to think about it because of this scene. So that was really cool for me.
Yeah. And when he talks about it, because their chemistry in the movies were great. When they were, I love the scenes when they're working on stuff, trying to figure stuff out in Age of Ultron and in Avengers.
Yeah, I love in
Um,
the Avengers that Tony says, "Oh, finally, someone who speaks English."
yeah. In one of those scenes too, I really enjoyed how, like, when you read into some of the behind the scenes stuff, how Robert Downey Jr. would leave little snacks throughout the set, and like there's a scene in Avengers where he's eating snacks and like offering it to them and offering it to Mark Ruffalo. Like that
Mhm.
wasn't scripted; that it was just him hiding snacks around. I love
Yeah,
that stuff,
yeah.
and I feel like that you see the looks on their faces.
The blueberries.
Yeah, the blueberries. That's what it was. But thinking about them building this place, also him working on, so it implies that he spent time with Tony in the blip building this house, like, and it just fills in some of that. See, I would watch a movie just on him and Tony building this
Yeah, me
place,
too.
like
Me too.
coming up with stuff, building stuff, and then maybe having an adventure here or there. I think that would have been epic. But Ren says Hulk's gladiator helmet at the back there, so I think
Yeah,
that's I think that's right. I didn't get that the first time. I hope we see the Thinker in the show. What do you guys reckon? Oh, I don't know.
I don't even know
The
what we're
Thinker.
going to see in
Yeah.
this series, to be honest.
I know we're going to see Daredevil and Wong. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Cap. Is
Oh,
that
and
what that is?
Abomination, of course, because I think the
Oh,
the
yes, and
device that
Abomination.
what Bruce has,
Yeah.
I think they'll use it on Abomination as well, right?
Me too, Bob. My
Me
new
too, me
Rescue
too.
and Iron Man video, I'm going to try and make you cry, Bob. I'm working on, if I can pull it off, I'm going to try and make you cry with that video, because I will. Having them two together. Pepper and Tony. Doing a Pepper and Tony adventure.
You can just in like a post-credit scene of your video, you can just let one of them drop, and then Bob Dylan will cry.
I can't do that. I can't sacrifice that. No, that's too much. That's asking too much of me, Anthony. I can't do it.
Okay, maybe use body doubles then.
Yeah, body doubles. Now, I skipped a few of I took photos of the next couple of bits, but I did skip it because it's all part of the training montage, right? So she goes
Yeah.
downstairs. She goes talk with Rescue. It won't take much. Yeah, she's awesome. So we get into the training montage, which I've skipped ahead to this part, but I've skipped the part where they're talking down when she comes downstairs from this last scene, and they're talking about that's where he addresses what he did for the 5 years and all that stuff. Wait, super chat. Ban Anthony. Oh, Bob, thank you. You know what, Anthony, you're banned. Time out. Bob said so. Just know that Bob's put it in
where's
there.
the? Where can I put? Where can I do that?
I don't know how to ban you. I actually don't know how to ban him.
Oh, like this. Like
Just kick him out. Okay, there he's gone. So look, we might sway Anthony back on track. We've lost DS in the course of the episode, and now we've lost Anthony. I'll bring you back. There he is. He's back. The villain has returned. But we skipped. I was just saying we skipped ahead on this. When he destroys her blood, so they actually answer a lot of questions in that scene, don't you think? He talks about destroying, like, how her blood works, how it's different, and how it helped heal his arm, which answers that. So he gets it back to being able to have his arm out.
yes, but why though?
You don't need to know, Anthony.
I do need to know because
just
that's
know
the
that it
interesting part for
worked.
me. No, it's
Maybe she's
interesting
got
part for me.
special blood.
Dude, this is not me
She's got special
griping. This is me being interested because, you know, in Miss Marvel, how they said we got it wrong the first time. You're actually a mutant.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm kind of hoping that her blood works differently because she's mutant. That would have been so cool. And
That could be.
and if it's like that, and she has a healing factor, that's why I said maybe she will bring Wolverine back, because maybe she's tied into Logan,
Mm.
and that's why she has a healing factor as a mutant, and then we'll get Wolverine. Maybe that would be so cool,
Interesting. That is interesting.
because they mentioned the
Very
healing
interesting.
factor for a reason. Maybe it's just because she has a healing factor, but I would love it to be a mutant,
Mm. Yeah, that is
and
cool.
that's the reason that
That
she
is a
can
good.
just stay like She-Hulk immediately from the get-go.
And not have the see. I really liked the conversation about you don't have another driver on the wheel. Like, I
Yeah,
really think
yeah,
there's a lot of stuff for Hulk in this show that really explained a lot about more about his story. I felt just as much as her. Like, we learn about what he did. We get some touching moments about him and Tony. We get to figure out, how he dealt with the
yeah,
other guy for all those years. Like, there's so much. Um, there's just so much that we get for Hulk in this, which I really, really, really liked, while still also getting him to be a mentor. You see that he's lonely and he's got someone that's kind of like Wade doesn't want her to leave as well, I think, because he wants her to stay and train because he's lonely,
yeah.
which
To
she
be honest,
addresses.
I think we will get a Hulk out, a complete Hulk out where she loses control, but just not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, she will, definitely. She will. She thinks she's cocky. She thinks
Yeah.
she's got it figured out, and she won't. I definitely see that coming. But I love the whole training montage stuff. Look, I grew up watching the Rocky film. So give me a training montage, and I'm all over it. Rocky 4 training in the snow. Let's go! Like, give me montages like that. You guys know what I'm talking about. Rocky 4
Yeah,
going
yeah.
up against Ivan Drago. Come on, doesn't get any better than that. This
True,
was
true,
not
true.
as good as that, but it was still fun watching them, watching him do the tests. Like, I love how when he puts her in the room when she hulks out the first time and loses her temper, he's just like laughing. Like, he's just like, I like him as a character. I like Smart Hulk. I really do. I actually really like him. Adrian. I love it. So it's a classic DS. But I just want to go back to this one. Anthony will return in Secret Wars. I think that was perfect timing by you guys.
It was. It was.
To be fair, it's the first step. Could be explained later on. Yeah, I think we got a lot of info. We got a lot of info. I think they did a great job of giving us a lot about Hulk, where he's at and what's going on, as well as introducing her. So if you think about it, they actually brought in quite a lot. Then we go to this slide, which was one of my favorites. Just while we touch on, do you want to talk about the training montage? I'm just going to add the other slides while you do that in the background.
I'm fine with
Anthony.
the training montage. It's look, I don't like Mary Sue's. I don't. She's very Mary Sue-ish. So it's not so cool for me. I would have liked her to if her powers worked a bit differently. That would have been better for me. Yeah.
I think she picked it up quickly, right? But I still think you see that he is still stronger than her. I still think that. I think they did a good job of showing that.
He is, but look how muscular he is. Look how big his hands are. For me, it literally makes no sense that she's she. If you look at her physique, she could be like a regular woman. I think Chris Cyborg is about her size and her muscularity, and she's not as strong as a She-Hulk, and for Hulk to be this strong, it makes a lot of sense. Look, the Incredible Hulk, he's thick as fuck, so he's so huge, and his physique alone, if you look at him, it just exudes power. So it makes sense that he's the most powerful of the creatures over there. For She-Hulk, not so much. So it's so inconsistent for me, and I don't hate that type of writing.
Yeah. Well, see, this is what I would say. I think I like. Wait.
Bob Dylan.
Wait, and then we've got this one. Where did the boulder go? Into outer space, yo.
Yeah, outer space.
I would love if they showed it. You know what would have been so funny if they showed an end credit scene of a spaceship getting hit by this boulder and blowing up.
Sakaar,
like,
like the second Sakaar messenger getting shot out of air.
they're just you see like 30 seconds of them like on this ship. It's like, oh, we're going here to do this message, and you see this boulder just coming and just like douche.
Yeah, so the first cruise was he crashed to a car. So we need to send in the second one.
Yeah.
Boom.
I think that would have been epic, but we don't want Hulk killing people. He killed enough people in Ragnarok, supposedly.
Yeah.
So we don't want that. I think that would have been funny AF. I didn't notice the size of her muscles. Look, she is muscular. Look, she's 6'7", right? They're saying she's that.
Yeah,
She
that's
does
not
get a
what Bob
lot
means.
bigger. I know. He's looking at something else. He's creepy.
Yeah, her eyes.
I think she looks hot, though. I think she does look hot. I think she looks great. I think she looks really cool. I like the look of her. I love the hair. I think the size of her is awesome.
Yeah, I like the look. She doesn't look muscular.
I don't think she. Yeah, I think if she was too muscly, I think that would be off-putting for people. I think that's probably a choice they made. They've gone with a more like you can be strong and not be super jacked. I know people that aren't big like that are stronger than people that are big like that.
Like, yeah, it's not this difference. Look at Hulk and her. Come on, and I would have been fine with her being like super agile or fast and jump like a building, and not be as strong as she's shown right now.
Yeah, because she is strong, but she's just not as strong as him. Glad she did the smaller claps. Yes, so his clap was way bigger. If she had the same clap as Hulk, then I'd agree with Anthony.
That would be even worse if she had the same clap.
That would have been bad, but they didn't. And I did like this scene. I took just a couple of pictures of the training montage because I did like that. Then I thought, oh, can I do this with this Hulk? Can I do this pose? Or can I do this pose? Either of their poses. But I like that. I like that they landed differently too. I feel like this Hulk could maybe do this pose. Maybe, right?
Yeah.
I think he might be able to do that.
I don't know. I want to try it because the waist is a bit weird that way. It's just how dolls used to be made up with a hole and just put a torso on top of that. So I wouldn't try it.
Yeah, maybe not. Unless they used like something for him to offset the height of it or whatever. Where are we? It's make-believe. Captain Marvel is not bulky, but strong AF. Size matters not. Yeah.
Of course it's make-believe, but you need to be consistent in your theories. So if the Hulk, if the Hulk force makes you stronger, but you have these incredible muscles, then it should apply to the women as well. Captain Marvel is not a Hulk, so other rules apply.
Yeah. Would you want her to be? So you think she should look more jacked?
Either she needs to have a form which is more jacked when she gets stronger, and just be powered down in this version.
Yeah, okay. Because Hulk is not as big here, right? He's not as big.
Yeah, but look at him. He's not a human size. A human couldn't look like this. And as for her, that's literally just a woman walking there with
I think she's big
of her on it.
Yeah, I think she's bigger. Like she's 6'7", bro. She's way bigger than what she is normally.
But people could look like this. So
I like this scene too. This reminded me of Avengers.
Yeah, that was
when
funny.
He punched.
That was funny.
When he punched Thor, that was cool. I thought that was cool. What's Lukagi saying? The figure could do the pose.
It is stretchy material, though.
Yeah, it is stretchy. I don't think Smart Hulk could do that pose. The figure from Endgame. But I like that shot there.
Yeah,
that was cool. Then the bar scene. We love the bar scene. I love that. You see Tony and his initials on the bar, which added a little bit more context for that end fight when they destroy the bar and he gets upset. I thought I quite like that.
My bar.
My bar. I thought that was really cool because they just set that up nicely, because it's him and Tony. I can imagine them sitting there drinking, and how he talks about Tony pretty much just sat around while he built, complaining about Steve, because that was when, obviously, after Civil War. I thought, just little things like that. You can't build that type of, like, when I hear him talk like that, you have a little giggle to yourself, and you think about what's come before it. That's something that Marvel have built that no other film or movie company has ever built that type of wealth of just, what's the word? History, I
Yeah.
guess. History. This scene would mean nothing to you if you hadn't seen. I don't think if not as much if you hadn't seen the previous films or the previous
Mhm.
stories and know the relationship between these guys. And you see the look on his face when he thinks about Tony. Very cool. And then they establish that they like to drink together, which is cool to see because it's not so cookie cutter.
Yeah, and so
Um,
that's what I meant when I started. The look on his face, that's it. It's not right. You can see what they're trying to go for. That they got this like this sad look. Um, but yeah, it doesn't work completely for me.
And then where we go from here? Where are we? Where are we? Then we go to, I'm pretty sure, the fight. So I took some pictures of the fight. So a lot of the training, her thinking she's already, a lot of this was her saying, I took this in here because I thought this was funny because she does try to come at him. He just kind of holds her
Yeah,
back like the little sister trying to come at him. I did want to touch on the shirts. I love
she
the
looks like a
shirts.
T-Rex over there with the arms.
Yeah, that's just my photography skills. Sorry, when I paused it, but I love all the shirts they're wearing because I think that's a big bit of Tony. Tony set up this place. A lot of these shirts are Tony shirts.
I don't
Don't you
think
reckon?
the shirt Hulk is wearing is Tony's shirt.
Maybe not that one, but like you had the Nirvana Nevermind shirt on at one point. She had the Led Zeppelin shirt. They're
Yeah,
Tony type shirts,
yeah,
straight up
true.
Tony type shirts. The I Love Mexico shirt I thought was a nice one. That was funny. Just a bit of character because Tony would always wear funny type shirts. See,
Yeah,
I'd even take Professor Hulk with like a t-shirt like this look. I think that's cool just
yeah,
to
yeah.
have like in a workshop working, and then you have this the big Hulk smashing something. And I took this one because of the clap scene, which you're right. He had the massive clap. She had to do little ones, but it also showed the difference between their power levels, which I think was cool. She can do the same type of thing, just different, like small little bursts like that. Still incapacitated him
Yeah, but
as
they only
opposed to
did
his
that with
one big
the
one.
claps. I would have loved
Yeah.
it if they did it throughout with all the powers, so that she solved things with more agility or just like being smart or
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah. I think the rock throwing was her thinking she's better, and then he just reminded her, no.
Yeah.
And then, okay, as it went on, where was it? This one, I think. So she's bigger there. She's definitely more jacked here in this picture. I think, like broad shoulder wise. I think that CGI was pretty good in this one. Now, I wonder how they're doing it. If it's all CGI body, or if they got a tall
No,
ass woman.
it's an actual woman, a body double walking there with a
It is a
deepfake
body
face on
double.
top of it. Yeah.
Interesting. So I wonder who the woman. That's probably another reason why it's not as jacked as Hulk because he's completely CGI. If you got
Yeah.
a real woman wearing the body, I mean,
Yeah, but
to
that's
find
what
a
I mean.
6'7" woman,
Just do it the same for both of them.
do you think maybe they've chose to go this route because it's not as expensive? Because you think
Well,
about the
no,
money they'd be
in
pouring into the
the
CGI.
comics, she's not as jacked as Hulk either. So that's why they went that route because the body they show in the comics, you can easily pull that off with a large athlete woman, athletic woman, or professional athlete. So I think they just could. So why not?
Yeah. Okay. Ren's saying, I'm hearing some subtle rage Hulk roars. Do you guys think they're hinting a rage Hulk
Yeah,
comeback? Yeah, there
yeah,
will be. Straight up.
yeah. I
There
thought
will be.
so. Yeah,
I'm telling you guys, I think if just from I watch other people online and things in industry insiders and things like that, and a lot of chatter has been about Mark Ruffalo hanging up his hat, and I can definitely see them raging, him going back into raging. There'll be something that happens that will lead to World War Hulk, and that'll involve mutants. And you could be right, Anthony. She could have something to do with Wolverine. Who knows? But I really think he's going to rage up, and he'll either turn good at the end or I don't know how that storyline goes, but I just know he goes crazy, right? Does anyone know how that story goes in the comics?
yeah. So he has a
Definitely.
wife and a kid, and the wife gets destroyed. So
Yeah.
the kid blames him.
Okay.
So in Sakaar is like a savage, and he has to stop Sakaar.
Yeah. Okay. So I think they're going to go to that, bringing the Sakaar ship back in. I think they're hinting to it. Keeping in mind, you got to remember that they only get the individual film rights back next year for Hulk. So everything they've been doing
Yeah,
for
I didn't know
now
that,
has
man.
been. So they haven't been able to do anything with him. That's and I know a lot of people got upset that they depowered him, but they couldn't do too much with him unless they wanted to pay through the nose money wise to Universal, right? They, as of next year, that he's all Marvels. So I reckon they're building to that. They'll give us the Hulk we want, and it'll end with him hanging up his hat. His movie deal will be done. He's already said he's going to hang it up. I think that's how they'll do it. So I'm just patient. I'm just enjoying this Hulk now. Build up the story, build up the value for him to go crazy, to eventually have a massive Avengers event level fight. Could you imagine it in a few years if we're watching Wolverine and all that go up against Hulk in a film? Holy crap.
Yeah.
I think you got to remember the business side. They haven't been able to do that stuff, and now they will be able to. And I think that'll change a lot of things. Straight up. Okay, so where are we? Bob's saying, so why does her hair change? Is that the comics too? Hulk has the same hair, right? Good question. I like the She-Hulk hair, though. I do like the longer hair look.
Yeah, me too.
Good question, Bob. Her hair grows. It's make-believe. I thought you were in there. I didn't notice that. In Old Man Logan, doesn't Bruce... in Old Man Logan, doesn't Bruce and Jen... What? I don't think so.
I don't remember either.
In Old Man Logan, I don't know. To be fair, find the zucchini. Hide the zucchini. I'm just catching up on this chat.
Tony was saying that. Don't go play hide the zucchini.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I heard chatter that in Sakaar, like he was on Sakaar for 2 years. Who knows if he had a family? Maybe there's a messenger coming back saying he's got a family and he doesn't remember. What do you think?
I think
about
there's
that?
like a riot or a civil war or something else, and they need him, or he has a kid.
Yeah, I think he might have a kid, maybe to someone that he, maybe Hulk was sleeping around, and then someone's come back and it's a kid. I think that, man, if that happens, that'd be sick. That'd be actually really cool. And because you see that he's lonely, right? You're already getting the impressions that he's been lonely. If he finds out he's got a family, that'll change everything. And I'm foreseeing some stuff here, guys. I could be full of shit, but I'm foreseeing some things, and often saying he thinks they do. Ren's saying, Bob, they did enjoy some cucumber and watermelon drinks at the bar after they fired. Inbred Hulk wings.
Inbred Hulk wings.
I thought Logan has to kill Hulk and his family because they terrorize people. Bob, I don't know, Bob, to be fair, actually. I love this shot, though. I think she looks smoking. She's smoking She-Hulk, and I think that's probably a part of their plan, too. Make her a little bit more attractive, a little bit more appealing for the common audience to watch the show, maybe. Who knows? But I thought this fourth wall break. What did you think of the fourth wall break here? Like, I don't think that
was great.
I think it was great.
But I think we already saw that at the trailers, right?
Maybe. I think.
But
I love that look that I love the look he's giving.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. And look, I mean, this arm here, her arm, I wish I had an arm like that. That's a pretty good
green
arm.
one?
It's a pretty big arm. Yeah, green one. That was Bob's favorite part. Yeah, I love that.
The arm.
Their whole fight, the whole training montage. Look, I'm all in, guys. I don't know. I'm very easy to please. You know this. A DS knows I'm very easy to please. He
is. That's why I need me in the show, like a counterbalance.
If I just did a show like this, it'd just be me loving everything, and I'd be like, yeah, but remember that 6 out of 5.
6 out of 5 slushies.
That one scene was just awesome. Actually, I just wanted to touch on this fight scene because the scene, and I didn't take a picture of it because I already had a shit ton of pictures. When she's trying to leave in the Jeep, I really enjoyed that speech as her as Tatiana in her, not in She-Hulk form, talking about getting back to her life. Why would you want this life for me? I like that because again, it sets in that she wants to go and live her own life. She's not, imagine if that happened to you and your whole life had to change. It would be pretty confronting. She has this big, especially someone who's dedicated enough to pursue a career in being a lawyer. Like, I know someone who's studying to be a lawyer now, and it's hectic. It's so much work, so much reading and work, and you got to really, really be dedicated to do it. So I can imagine a personality like that not wanting to just give it all up and get back to their normal life and kind of just want to forget all this happened, right? She didn't ask for it. So I get that, and I really enjoyed that conversation of her given it to him. Like you're alone. You all these things. Why would you want that life for me? And I think
Yeah,
he wants her
I
around
got the.
because
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got the
No, you're right.
conversation. I got the conversation. I liked that. I just didn't like the fact that she was able to push Hulk with a regular car. That was so weird
Mhm.
for me because he was actually trying to stop the car and he's saying I'm serious, and she just drives him
Mm.
away.
Yeah. See, I didn't even think about that. I just didn't even touch the brain
Yeah.
um, on the binder. 15 years in the binder. Yeah. She also broke his heart with the binder. I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny.
Oh, Alpha
Now,
Studios is doing a Thanos quote.
what's this? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Yes.
Yeah, and Gamora.
Yes. Yeah. I remember that. Now back to the end. We've got 3 slides left, including this one. So back to she's back into a normal life. They've done it's basically like they've wrapped up the origin story. And in a storytelling way, I think it was really good. You've got the origin story. She's back telling us that's done. She's going back to being a lawyer. They go into court where I don't know much about this character, Titania, but I thought she looked cool kicking her ass. The fact that her family, her friend knows, I like that they've explained all that because now the world's about to find out who she is. She's not going to have to deal with having conversations with her family and all that type of stuff, right?
Mhm.
She's
Yeah.
now just going to deal with the world as opposed to intimate relationships. The intimate relationships have been dealt with without us having to be there to see it. I thought that was a different way of doing it, which was pretty cool. Actually, I just missed a comment by Bob. Gigi's starting to become a lawyer and also turns into She-Hulk when Marco gets a new figure. I can imagine that. You better be careful. I think Smart Hulk is way weaker than Rage Hulk. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
true, true. But
He's not even as big.
yeah, but Incredible Hulk was able to punch a Chitauri vessel, like the grand vessel in Avengers down. So
Yeah.
he should be able to just push a jeep.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it as it's his cousin. He doesn't want to hurt her, and
No, but he
maybe
wanted to stop the car, and he was actually trying to stop the car, and she just drove away. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I don't let that get to me. Leighton saying, when I rewatched it, I thought he actually got thrown on purpose so she'd turn into She-Hulk so Bruce could keep her there. Maybe. Or maybe he just wasn't, maybe he's just resting on the car and he wasn't thinking about it and she surprised him by driving, hitting the wheels. Who knows? But Titanium, can anyone help us out here? What's going on with her?
The only thing I know is that she's like the nemesis of her, but
Bob, another
I
super
don't
chat.
know.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
You are a legend. Man, I think you've discussed this previously, but yes, the physics of the MCU would have been inconsistent. In my opinion, the GOAT superhuman fight is Man of Steel. Yeah.
Man of Steel is a good one, though. But
That is one of
MCU
the
also
best.
has a lot of great fights in them. A lot of great
Yeah,
ones.
a lot of good ones. All Civil War fights. I love that. Especially Tony versus Cap and
I love most of
that
the
was sick.
MCU fights, to be honest.
But Superman Man of Steel fight was pretty hectic. They destroyed a lot of shit. In the physics of that was hectic, which was cool at the start of Batman versus Superman. But thank you, Bob. Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks,
you are the
man.
man. But Titanium, I'm sure we'll find out more about her. I think from here, she gets approached by the other lawyer that was in that room to join the superhero, and she goes from being a district attorney, because I think she's going to go from being a district attorney to the opposite side, to defending people, which I think we didn't think about at the start. Remember, she was a district attorney to switch. That's a pretty big deal to switch, right, from one to the other.
You mean?
I don't really
Who was
understand.
district attorney?
So she's, I think on her door. Hang on, if we go back,
She wasn't, though. I think her friends were saying that if
a deputy
Oh,
district attorney,
yeah.
Jennifer Waters, deputy. So that's like the next level. So I think she's going to go from that to defending people, which is going to be interesting. We've got Gino R. Joestar. What's up? Thanks for being here. I think this is the first time we've seen you in the chat.
Yeah, hi, man.
Someone was saying he
didn't
didn't
wanna
want
break
to break. Well, there you go. He didn't want to break his Jeep. That's a good point.
Okay, that
That's
makes
why.
sense.
Well, yeah,
Okay, I'm
come on,
down.
Anthony. He didn't want to destroy his Jeep. It's his only vehicle. Get over it. Thanks for the point. Good point. Boom. Gold star to you, sir. Pharaoh
Which
fight,
is
my favorite.
Fiora?
Fiora fight. Fiora.
What's
My
that?
bad.
Is that like an acronym?
From Super? No, is that from Superman? Fiora.
Um,
Yeah, her fight. Yeah,
I didn't know. I forgot.
Just in terms of superhuman physics, their punches seem to carry perceptible weight,
Yeah,
not just two
yeah, they did.
CJ characters. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, this seemed like rubber band characters. Yeah, okay. I'll let it go.
Deputy. Yeah, let it go.
Deputy Day.
Deputy, yeah. But she's not going to be after this, assuming. Hey, Leighton saying, hey, Gino, welcome to the tribe. Don't let them leave, guys. Yeah, DA is prosecution, I believe. Yeah, prosecution. So she's going to switch. And then we've got DS. Just looked it up. Yeah, they hook up and have kids. Holy crap.
Cool. I didn't know.
Her and Hulk. That's crazy. They're not going to do that, surely. But I thought that was cool. And that leaves us to the end. One of the funniest end credit scenes I think I've ever seen. She tricked him. See, she used her womanly skills here to trick Bruce, making him think she was drunk so he'd spill the goss.
Yeah.
And then she got him. But I love how she's saying that. Imagine if a guy was talking about Black Widow like that. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, they didn't do that on Disney.
They're not going to do that.
But I love that they dropped the F-bomb in Disney.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think a scene like this shows how comedic and charismatic she is, which I really like. Like, she's got humor to her. She's not. I like that it's not so serious.
Yeah.
But not overly. It's not too. It's not trying to be too funny like Thor. Thor was getting too crazy with the comedy. This is like she's a cool chick type funny, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that was. No one think Widow is a virgin.
No,
Yeah,
I think
so.
Widow would have lost the virginity as a work assignment.
Yeah. Almost as good as Mother in Infinity War. So true. So true. So true. You're coming to me. John, you're coming to me and Anthony Slater. No, not quite. But I thought I just thought this scene and a lot of scenes throughout actually showed how playful and fun she is. And if that's the vibe of the show, I'm good with it. I loved Miss Marvel's vibe. I loved Loki's vibe for what it was. That was much more serious. Like, I just love the vibe of the fun. I even love the setting, in Mexico. It was beautiful. Like, it was such a cool place to do it. I take all those things into account as well when I'm watching a show. The feel, the vibe, the world. What's the world look like? What are we looking at? And I quite like the world they delivered in this overall. Hulk and She-Hulk turning into Inquisitors if they have kids. Fifth brother or cousin. Cousins, brothers, uncles, sisters. Second brother's cousin. Each one of those. We would be honored if you would join us. No! I'm not joining you. I'm not joining you guys. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. That's the episode. Like, do you want to give some final thoughts? And I guess, how does it connect to the MCU? I guess we've seen quite a bit of connection already. Bringing in characters.
I would love if she turns out to be a mutant, which is why our powers work differently. What else? Everything else could be. She could be in the Fantastic Four. She could be an Avenger. She could do or stick everywhere, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I kind of think at the minute she might be her own like show. I feel like there's going to be lots of cameos. I think there is a lot of cameos. So we've heard. I mean, we're already getting a lot of
Daredevil
big names
and stuff. So that's going to be cool. I think
seeing Daredevil,
Daredevil,
be sick.
Kingpin, maybe.
Spiderman, I guess. If she's defending people, I wonder how that's going to go.
Yeah. So what's that scene again where Daredevil catches like a brick that's been thrown through the window and Spider-Man being there? That's this series, right?
No, that's from Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah. When he's just after Mysterio.
Yeah.
Okay, so the guys are making a good point here. Just before I get to them, so often said, I love the end credits like court sketches.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I did like the court sketches. There was a sketch in there showing her trying to figure out Captain America's arc, sex arc, which I thought was
Sex
hilarious.
arc.
He's sex arc.
Deflowering.
Yeah, and look, he got to go back to his woman anyway, so he's fine.
True.
Trust me, he would have been getting it in.
Sensible heels.
This is a good point of discussion because old Darth Anthony over here, Darkside Anthony. We might as well just call him Darkside Anthony from now on. that's you are.
I don't like
Darkside.
sand. It gets everywhere.
So Bob's saying 4 out of 5 sensible heels. See a Dream saying 4 smashes. Okay, let's do it as a collective.
Let's keep it PG rated, right?
Yeah, I was trying to come up with a rating system for the show, and I'm like, what about Hulk level? Like Hulk level 1, not so level, or like Hulk level 5, super strong. And Lani liked that. My wife liked that. And I messaged Anthony yesterday, guys. Okay, just so you know, I messaged Anthony yesterday. I said, what do you think about the rating system? And good old Darkside Anthony here is like, don't do it anymore. No one cares. That's basically what he said. No one cares.
Just do a rating.
Don't do it.
Just do a normal rating. Just say 4 out of 5.
I'm going to be like Star-Lord to Thor in Infinity War here. No, you shall not, sir. Or something like that when he's trying to imitate Thor. How dare you? We are going to have a rating system for this show, Anthony. And it's going to be, it's got to be something. So we've got to figure it out here, guys. So William, what's up, William, as well? Thanks for being here, brother. He says, overall looking pretty good. Often says 4 out of 5 clear heels. Okay, so we've got a lot of heels coming in the chat.
Heels. 4 out of 5 Booker heels.
DS is saying, yep, let the power flow through you, Anthony.
Yes.
He's surging as we speak. He's surging. Scotty is gone. I am what
remains. I am what remains. You did not kill me. I did that myself.
You did not kill me. She-Hulk did.
She-Hulk did indeed. But the writers did, to be honest.
4 out of 5 Mexican daiquiris. Okay, that's another one. So we've got daiquiris, we got heels, we've got the Hulk level. Anthony, even your idea was pretty good. You said, what did you say? You said,
I don't know what I did.
Shades of green or something? Shades of green. Shades of green. Sorry, I had to snitch on you to the chat there. Yeah. Are you making your voice? No, I'm not. This is how I normally talk. Where was that in Love and Thunder? Where was that chemistry? F-bombs. Actually, it could be out of 5. How many asses did Cap hit? 4 out of 5 asses. Oh, no, that's not a good one.
No, it's the smashes. The same thing.
Yeah, smashes. 3 out of 5. Okay, so I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. Let's think about it. Let's think about it over this week. What our rating system can be. I think smashes is pretty good, but how do you break that into like a rating system or heels? Maybe we need to see more from Jen. Maybe she will give it to us in the next episode. True. What the rating should be. So maybe let's address that next week. Think about it all week. Come back to us next weekend with what you think the rating system should be. But I'm liking the ideas here. Yes, give it 3 out of 5. 4 out of 5. 4 Anthony's out of 5.
Banthony's.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's a good one, actually. I like that one. How about thunderclaps?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Ooh. So 5 out of 5 thunderclaps. That's actually, Tom, that's up there for me. That could be what we go with. But let's see. John with the trailer voice. In a world where Anthony loses it. Coming this summer, Anthony's Dark Side shows. 4 out of 5 thunderclaps. Oh, it's already catching on. Yeah. Tom dropping jewels. Yeah, 4 out of 5. I think the majority, we're all around 4 out of 5, right? It's going to connect to the MCU in a cool way, but I think it's going to be a separate thing. I think it's going to be maybe more ground level stuff going forward if Daredevil and that are in it. I mean, we do know Wong comes in at some point from if you've watched the trailers. Spoiler
Abomination,
alert.
I think.
Abomination. 2.5 thunderclaps. Get the out of here, Anthony. Get the
2.5.
For all that. Oh, that's it.
2.5.
That's it. We're fighting next week. We're fighting. A double like the double entendre. Yeah, I like that. 4 out of 5 thunderclaps. Yeah, look,
Whoa.
we got coming this summer. Anthony discovers. I'm going to send you the link to this woman's
No,
videos
I'm
just to
not.
give her.
I'm not even going to watch this
No, just
fetishy, this fetishy YouTube channel.
Like
Keep your food eating ASMR woman out of my YouTube.
Oh man, I'm surprised. Lonnie will probably send it to you as payback for sending Hulk. Sports in the game. Go, John. EA Sports in the game. Yeah, I used to play a lot of that, so I do remember that. A lot of Madden back in the days. A lot of John Madden. Tom's 5 out of 5 thunderclaps.
Wow.
Tom, you're in. You get a gold star. You
That's
definitely.
Camp John.
Yeah,
This is Civil
Camp
War
John.
right here.
This is Civil War.
Team
John. Team Anthony.
Team Anthony. Dark Anthony.
Darth Anthony. Darthany, or something like that. We're gonna come up with a name.
We already have Ben Anthony, the Benthany. So it's Dark Benthany.
Oh, I loved it. So that's how it connects to the MCU. Let's just remove this. So what's my last slide? I forget. Are we entertained? I think we are entertained. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty with where we're at. I'm excited to see. I'm interested to see. Let's fast forward 9 weeks. How Anthony feels about the show and how we all feel about the show in 8 more weeks' time. Where will it go? Who knows? I've watched a few people who've watched the first 4 episodes, and a guy that I watch a lot, he said that out of the first 4 episodes, it's one of his favorite Marvel shows he's seen, and he's a guy in who covers all Marvel stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how we feel about it. He did say episodes 3 and 4 get a little silly, so I'm assuming we're going to have a bit to talk about in those ones. Because if he's thinking it gets a bit silly and he kind of thinks the same way I think about things, Anthony's probably going to have some opinions on it. So I look forward to hearing.
I'm fine with silly, but what really spoiled it for me was me looking at it from this huge monitor, which shows too much. And therefore all the CGI in the faces was totally off, like a badly subbed German movie. So that takes me out of it. And secondly, the writing stuff, the writing staff wanted to give the message that females are better than men, and therefore writing those lines in for Jennifer, and it didn't feel like her character. Look, if her character was a reluctant hero, just wanted to be a lawyer, and was better at doing them, but she was just stubborn, that would have been fine by me. But this was just an in-your-face message, it's totally unnecessary. I don't need to feel an agenda. I just need to see a good movie or series.
Let's see where it goes. See where it goes. It's definitely leaving a lot open for the next episode.
Yeah, because if in episode 2, it all just falls down on her, and it shows her that she's not as good as she thinks with it. She still needs Bruce's help. That might redeem it for me. But we'll see how it goes.
I think she's definitely going to have a point throughout the show where she's not going to do where she's going to fail 100%. There'll definitely be a moment in the show where she can't get the job done. I guarantee that. The question is how they'll do that with sprinkling in all the cameos, because we still don't really know the theme of the show. Like, this is the intro, this is the origin story episode. What's the actual series formula? What's the formula going to be like? Is every episode going to be this length? I actually don't know the length of the episodes.
I don't know.
Are they going to be longer? Being that it's 9 episodes, this is the longest series yet, which is awesome because I'm super excited. I hope they keep it to around. If they keep it around 9 episodes for each show, I'll be happy. Daredevil being 18, that's hectic. Like, I didn't expect that at all. Yeah. I did not expect that. The question will be, what's the length of those ones going to be like?
But Daredevil's cheaper to do, I guess. So I can imagine the Netflix series. It would be easy to do 18.
Yeah, I guess not as much. Whereas this is a lot of CGI.
Yeah,
a lot of CGI. And that's
to be honest, I would have preferred it. Oh, sorry.
You're right.
I would have preferred seeing Mark Ruffalo more and Smart Hulk less.
Yeah, I guess once he figured, you never know. You may see him. I think now that we know he can go back and forth, I think we'll see that throughout the series or throughout Marvel wherever he pops up, which I'm okay with. Yes, it'd be interesting to see what the formula is. Is it going to be? I'm assuming it's going to be more Hawkeye stuff. So I'm trying to just set my mind for that's what it's going to be. Her working with her, getting into the world of whatever it's going to be. I wonder if it'll interconnect with the Thunderbolts that's coming up. I think it will, and I think we might see. I think we might see Elaine. I call her Elaine from Seinfeld. I think we might see Elaine pop back up maybe in this series as well, and that might be one that we haven't seen. Often you're too kind, brother. I always forget to do this. Hit that like button. Yeah, if you're watching and you love it, hit that like button. Do us a favor. Let's get those algorithms going.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like button. That's what we got to say from now on. I should create a little banner that says "Smash that like button." Hulk smash it. But yes, any other final thoughts, Anthony, before we wrap up today's episode?
Yeah, no. Just that I'm going to watch it on television next time instead of monitor close by, and I'm fully aware that I will like the other episodes more than I did this one because of the gripes. I think if the gripes aren't there, I'll be able to enjoy it a lot more. So looking forward to whole cameo and which way to go.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I'm always interested with these shows how it's going to expand to the next thing. Like Miss Marvel was just such a fun ride, and then you still get that hit of what's going to happen next with the Miss Marvels and everything like that, which is really cool. Seeing that there's going to be more cameos. My thing is, when are they going to come in? Is it going to be like episode 5, 6, 7? Is it going to be straight away? Like, I think Abomination will probably be the first one. She'll get approached by the guy who wants to get her to come over and defend people instead of being a district attorney. And then she will probably meet him, which might bring back Bruce more because their history from the first film. So that I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be in a lot more just because it said guest appearance, but we'll see.
Yeah, and how often, like now that she's left, will he go visit her at work? You doubt that. Unless she needs his help with Abomination.
Yeah, maybe a phone call.
Yeah, possibly. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I'm excited for that stuff. I'm excited for the Easter eggs. What's the vibe of it going to be like? Is she going to be doing big speeches in court? Are we going to see that? Are we going to see, obviously from the trailers, you see a little bit of dating and things like that. I'm not too interested in the dating stuff. We'll see. I hope there's not too much of that. Because that also makes it feel like, just because it's a woman, why do they have to be looking for a man type scenario? You know what I mean? Like, why do they have to be dating? They don't show anybody else, any other superhero dating. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with that. So I'm a little worried about that, but we'll see. But yes, guys, look, let's just catch up with everybody before we finish out. It was a great first episode. I had a great time today. I hope you guys enjoyed being here, being in the chat. It's been a lot of fun. Everybody that's been here, from Butch to Tom, Leighton Richards, Often Studios, Renz, all you guys, Lukagi, DS, Bob Dylan, Willie Mullins, Thea Dream. I'm probably going to say the same names over because I'm just scrolling up through the list. Gino, thanks for being here. We hope to see you next week, Gino. Join our book club. Even though it's film, we call ourselves the book club. Everybody that's been here, and even Darth Anthony, who's been in the chat as well, trying to manipulate our chat with his what's the word, dark side power. Riley was in the house. I don't know how long he stayed for, but thanks for being here, Riley. MB Dyson was also here. Everybody, I hope I'm not missing someone because there's actually a big chat today. Appreciate you guys. We're all legends. This is what I look forward to the most: catching up, chatting, fighting with Anthony. That's how we do. That's what we do. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Great show, guys. Always enjoy the rundown. We appreciate you too. Looking forward to next week. Look, it's on Thursday instead of Wednesday, which is a little annoying for me because I'm like, it's one less day for me to get it all rewatched and done again. But maybe it's fresher in our minds. So we'll run with that. But until next time, guys, I think thunderclaps might be the way to go for the rating system. But if anybody has any other ideas, bring that next episode and we'll decide there and then, and we'll add it to the show. And that'll be how we rate the show from now on.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a good one. But till next time, guys, live life, have fun, keep hulking.